So in the first meditation, let us walk only to the extent of experience. The second meditation, first meditation we will walk because talk is over. Now first meditation, experience. Second meditation, we will have this experienceless experience. Because when you have experience only, you can have experienceless experience. कुछ समझ में आया? अभी तो नहीं बोलेंगे क्योंकि आई वॉज टॉकिंग, नहीं समझ में आया तो समझ में आया, है ना? आई नो स्पिरिचुअलिटी इज ट्रिकी बिकॉज वी कैन नॉट measure the infinite ocean, the spirit, the oceanic spirit. After all, listening to all this talk, don't ask me what to do. Do nothing. Close your eyes, sit comfortably. Am I clear? No mudra. Siddha Sanmarga does not emphasize you practicing anything because non-doing state. So, sit comfortably the way you like. Okay? And don't try to sit straight, mudra, because that also your mind would become busy. Hey, I am sitting straight or not? Hey, the mudra is there or not? When you close your eyes, we are walking towards experience now. When you are walking towards experience, hey, mudra चल रहा कि नहीं? चल रहा है. मैं सीधा बैठा कि नहीं? हाँ सीधा बैठा है. गुरुजी मेरे तरफ आ रहा है कि नहीं? आ रहा है, आ रहा है. हाँ, इसमें एक्सपीरियंस कैसे होगा? क्योंकि ये माइंड इज सो बिजी इन मेंटेनिंग अ posture. If your mind is busy maintaining a posture, how can the mind experience? There is no freedom in it. है ना? So, maintaining a posture, doing a mudra, trying to keep palm open, everything is doing. So, close your eyes and relax. Can you do this? Most difficult thing actually, ना? बहुत मुश्किल है. Because we are used to do something always. Suddenly this man talks about relax. The fun part of spirituality is people do lot of doing in their general life and they come to spirituality to find a state of being, but here also they come and do something. So there is enough stress in your doing in general life. Here also you come and get stressed out. It's 200% stress you are building. No? 200% stress. You want to be spiritual, you want to be good, you want to do something. वहाँ पे in your daily life you do something. Here, sit, relax. Come here to de-stress. Don't build up stress by doing something. So, close your eyes. Relax. Close your eyes. Whenever the meditation, when I say close your eyes, video should be off. Series. My first CD, which is what I call Perun Jyoti. In this, the mantra would be Arut Perun Jyoti, Arut Perun Jyoti, Tani Perun Karunai, Arut Perun Jyoti. So here, Arut Perun Jyoti, O Supreme Grace Light, O Supreme Grace Light, you are the Supreme Compassion. O Supreme Grace Light is the mantra. So technically I am not taking any God's name. It is not a mantra that I have invented, quote unquote. It's a mantra given to the Siddha Sanmarga tradition by the great Guru Swami Ramalinga. And after that, this mantra chants Mam Hrim Sa. I am. Mam means I. Hrim, the divine name. Hrimkara is the Eka Bijakshara of Ma Tripureshwari. So Hrim Sa, I am Hrimkara is the meaning of the mantra. So I am the Hrimkara. So there also I am not actually directly targeting the Tripura Sundari. है ना? So Mam Hrim Sa. And in the second CD, this first CD, this called Perun Jyoti, in which these two mantras predominantly run. It is not a CD that you should actually concentrate upon. It is a CD that you run and the trouble or your system automatically starts releasing negative energy out of you and you try and become more and more peaceful on its own. And in the second CD also, it's Siva Nama Om Namah Shivaya. The divine mantra, my Guru, as I told you, the Siddha Sannmarga is a Guru Shishya lineage that comes from the greatest Guru, Bhagwan Sri Tirumular. Bhagwan Sri Tirumular came onto this planet. He was actually sent to this when a story says, a mythological story says that when Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati were getting married, the entire Devi Devatas were concentrated on the Kailash Parvat. And because there was so much of divinity there, the earth tilted to one side, and because of the less density of divinity, there was imbalance in the world. So, with this being, Lord Shiva told his own disciple, Nandi Bhagwan, to instruct one of his disciples, Lord Shiva's disciple called the Agastya Mahamuni, to balance and to go to the south side so that the north and south gets perfectly balanced. Now there is an esoteric side also, but let us consider this. So with this, the balance of earth happened, and Agastya Muni was in the south, and the Shiva marriage happened in the north. And after the marriage, Shiva, the Nandiswara, sent his disciple, Nandiswara's disciple, Bhagwan Tirumular. Actually his name was something different, but we do not generally mention that name because he himself wants to be referred as Tirumular. With this man, Nandiswara sent that you go fetch Guru Agastya back to the Kailasa. So when this man was walking, he came to Tamil Nadu area, and there he saw a scene where a cowherd was dead and cows were residing, and cows were crying that the cowherd is dead and they need to go back home. Moreover, that love towards the cowherd was there in the cows. Now cows are a very loving being, so they were showing that love and they were very remorseful on the death of their cowherd. He got moved. All Lord Shiva disciples respect cow as the divine mother. So all Dattatreya disciples respect mother cow as the symbol of divinity. With that, he got moved by the remorseful feeling of the cows towards, because the cows were crying, the cowherd was there. So what happened? This man hid his body in a place, in a secret place. Came as a soul, he came out of that body and entered into the body of cowherd. In the olden days, there used to be a vidya called Parakaya Pravesha, where a sadhak or an initiate could easily come out of his soul, come out of his body, the envelope, and take a new body which is dead, and function there and come out. He can enter into any body. So this man entered into that cowherd and delivered and took the cows back to the place, delivered it, came back, and when he came back, he searched for his hidden body because he wanted to get back to his own body, and that body was not there. And he meditated what happened to that body. Then it was Paratsar Shiva who took out that hidden body and said, for the spread of divinity, you stay in the Tamil body as a Tamil man and spread this divine message. So this is the general story of Guru Bhagwan Tirumular. And he meditated for 3000 calendar years on the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. And every Sivaratri day, that is from one Sivaratri to the other Sivaratri, he used to meditate, and on every Sivaratri day, he used to open his eyes for a moment and dictate a 4-line verse. Sometimes it used to be 5-line, but generally it's a 4-line, 5-line verse. And only that. After that, he again used to go into meditation and do this sadhana. So for 3000 years, how come we know that he has meditated for 3000 years? Only on Sivaratri day he used to open his eyes and say a verse, and there is a practical compilation of 3000 verses on his name. So a minimum time that he meditated in Tamil Nadu area for the benefit of mankind was 3000 years, calendar years. Now that being said, he in one of the verse in 762nd verse, he says, if you want to tap the heaven dwelling content of Vedas, then you need to chant one mantra called Om Namah Shivaya. When you chant this mantra, the heaven dwelling content of Vedas automatically gets exposed to you. And he is one of the, it's this mantra shastra of this Om Namah Shivaya, this Panchakshari. If he is considered as the master researcher of this mantra, and he has done this mantra in an extensive way. And he also has expounded various ways to chant this mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya is a complete package which when chanted in different fashion would give a different result. Om is the addition that they have done. Na, Ma, Si, Va, Ya, they are the 5 letters. These form the Panchakshari. But in Siva, Nama, Om, Nama, Shivaya, they form 5 words. With the 5 aksharas, the 5 words appear. And there is a 5-line mantra also. All that would be Namah Shivaya only. So there are various ways to chant this. When Siva Nama Om Namah Shivaya is chanted, a different 4th dimensional vibration is created within the human system. And the CD that I call Panchakshari comes with this mantra, Siva Nama Om Namah Shivaya, Om Bhreem and Om Zreem. They are the 2 different mantras that it comes in. Zreem, Bhreem, Sreem, Om Bhreem. So, first CD, you just listen to that, Paranjyoti, you just listen to that, negative energy automatically comes out of you, your troubles automatically. It's a standard healing system. No matter you receive, generally in healing, there is a saying that if the healer, the person who wants to get healed is not receptive, then the healing cannot happen. Here in Paranjyoti, the receptivity of the person is not important, it just happens on its own. Any person, any creature that comes in contact with the sound of this CD automatically gets healed. Naturally, in the best possible way. And any creature that comes in contact with the Siva Nama Om Namah Shivaya CD, the sound of that CD, and Om Bhreem and Zreem Bhreem Sreem, these mantras, they automatically release the negative energy of their past.